Hi everyone and welcome to this week's WARNO devblog. We're a day early because it is the French national holiday today, the 14th of July. We call it Bastille Day in the UK and various other parts of the world. They literally just call it the 14th of July. So let me butcher some French. Joyeux 14 juillet. Now, while I would usually say that's probably all the French I'll need to butcher today, I'm sure there's going to be various words further down the page that I'm going to have to try and pronounce, so prepare for some horribly pronounced French words. But let's move on. So basically this is a little blog showing off some of the French units that will be coming to the game. I will also note there is a little announcement at the end of the dev blog, so you might want to hang around for that. But let's move on. So a small tease. Bastille Day celebrates the anniversary of the storming of Bastille on the 14th of July 1789, a key event in the French Revolution. Fast forward several hundred years later and we get kick-ass military parades and flyovers in Paris going down the Avenue Champs-Élysées. Again, my sincere apologies to the French for my pronunciation. Now today we'll join in showing off all of the things related to the French military hardware. The focus will be on several French mainstay units, but not all. We left some of the most exciting ones for later, so not to worry, they will be there if you notice something missing, is what they're trying to say, I believe. However, don't expect everything to be in there, that would be ridiculous. They say they are still working hard on Massena, featuring the West and East German territorial commands. The strike team is testing Massena milestone as we speak, and in the meantime, as you can see, we are already working on detailing and fleshing out the French and British divisions. The fruits of our labour. When the French army in the late Cold War era is mentioned, the first vehicle that comes to mind is the iconic VAB. Oh god, they put the French again. Véhicule d'avant blindé. Is that one anywhere near? Let me know in the comments, I'm very curious. This vehicle entered service in 1976 and by 1989 could be found in every role and variant, from an APC with a 12.7mm machine gun to an IFV with a 20mm autocannon, also command and recon variants with a battlefield radar, anti-tank, etc, etc. And in WARNO, the VAB will transport France's regular infantrymen, the Grenadier Voltige. You see, I'm trying today because it's their national holiday. Next up, the French mechanised infantry ride into battle in the AMX 10P IFV. Less spacious, this infantry fighting vehicle accommodates a smaller combat-sized squad called chasseurs. Just like the VAB, the AMX 10P comes in a great amount of variety: IFV, command, recon and anti-tank. By 1989, the French combat soldier has finally switched its early Cold War small arms to the iconic FAMAS assault rifle. A few unlucky units, some sapeur variants, or indeed some second-line units such as reservists or prévôtés, the latter being the grenadiers with the French army. They had to make do with older MAT 49 SMGs and the MAS 46 rifles. The squad automatic weapon is a ubiquitous AAN F1 machine gun, while the anti-tank capacity is provided by either the LRAC F1 or the excellent EPICBANDANNER, a recoilless rifle anti-tank weapon. They leave us with a few more bits of eye candy. Let us take to the sky with our next unit. As you can see, this is another icon, the Gazelle light helicopter, again coming in multiple versions, such as the Lycée unarmed, the Cannon with 20mm autocannon, the Hot anti-tank missile, and the Celtic anti-aircraft variant, in both recon and direct combat roles. We already revealed the Puma and Super Puma helicopters in our previous Massena previews. These heavy-duty choppers will be the main workforce of the French heliborne assets, either as transports for aeromobile infantry command or as a supply variant, the Puma Kangaroo. Really? The Kangaroo? You're not the Australians? Now, this tease would not be complete without France's Cold War main battle tank, the AMX-30, although by 1989 the AMX-30B2 was the most common version deployed. As with other nations, the French army retained some of its older AMX-30B versions, equipped with the Obus G sniper heat rounds. This was special ammunition and perfect for long-distance shots at light armour, soft skins or older generation main battle tanks. They did fare less well, engaging more up-to-date armour such as T-72s or the T-80s. That's why, from the AMX 30B2, the French switched back to kinetic rounds. And that is all for this very French-themed sneak peek. We'll present more details and the still unrevealed French and British units when we next do our deep dive into the upcoming WARNO divisions. They leave us with one final announcement, which is sort of a forewarning. As always, the Eugen offices close for some much needed holidays in August. This means that no significant updates or milestones will be released in this time. However, the dev blogs will run until the end of July before they take their break, so expect some radio silence throughout August. Certainly at least at the start of August by the sounds of it. As ever, at the end, I like to put some of the images that they've been posting on Instagram for those of you who don't use or have Instagram. So the first is this. This is just another shot of the volcano battlefield, actually showing off where all of the little points are that you can capture. It actually looks quite impressive. It's a nice design, and I like the fact that it's not just sort of rows and rows and rows. Oh, now this is interesting. So these next few are from the recent screenshot contest from their Discord. So the first one is a BMP3 in action near the front line. It is third place, and that was actually by a wooden box, who you will know from some of our casts from the tournament. And then in second place we also have Jasp137, who is also in the tournament, and this is a Warthog on the hunt. And then in first place, by a person called Luca0122, there was this one, which is Viper Kill the Crocodile. Congratulations guys for coming in the top 3. Next up we have this nice shot of some towed artillery, and they say artillery is the king of the battlefield, and I'm not going to repeat the rest of what they say. So moving on very quickly to the next image, we can see here some of the gunfire special effects that they want to show off, this time showing off some of the anti-air guns. Next up we have this nice shot of the Mirage 2000C RDI in action. And next up, I believe this is a book, or the NATO SA-17, which will be coming in the next milestone. Next up we have a shot of some infantry, which I assume are some of the French infantry, but don't quote me on that. And then next up we have the Mirage F1C with 2x Matra 530Fs, 2x Matra R550s, and 2 DEFA 30mm baguettes, guns, sorry. Next up, wow, there are a lot of pictures today. This is one of the Super Pumas. And following on from that, we have Le Canon de 150mm Automotor Model F1. In other words, the AUF F1. And then, of course, we have the nice shot of the AMX 30B2, the first line MBT. And the final shot here is of one of the Gazelles with those lovely autocannons. And that's it. That is this week's dev blog and all the images from the Instagram page. Thank you very much everyone for watching the video. Please do like, share and subscribe as always, and I will see you next week, hopefully, for a new milestone and another dev blog. Please British units, have a great week everyone.